What if your plants could tell you exactly what's wrong before they become seriously damaged? The truth is, they can. Every yellow leaf, burnt edge, purple tint, or twisted shoot is actually a message from your plant. Most gardeners see these warning signs, but don't know how to interpret them until growth slows, flowers disappear, or harvests suffer. The good news is that leaves reveal nutrient problems long before serious damage happens. In this video, you'll learn 6 common leaf warning signs every gardener should know, how to identify them, what causes them, and the fastest way to fix them. Let's start with one of the most common deficiencies of all. Let's begin with nitrogen deficiency. Take a look at the bottom leaves of this pepper plant. Notice how they're turning pale yellow, while the upper leaves remain healthy green. This is one of the easiest nutrient deficiencies to recognize. Nitrogen is responsible for producing chlorophyll, the pigment that gives leaves their green color and allows plants to perform photosynthesis efficiently. When nitrogen becomes limited, the plant doesn't simply stop growing. Instead, it starts recycling. Because nitrogen is mobile inside the plant, it moves nutrients from older leaves to support newer growth. As a result, the oldest leaves sacrifice themselves first. They gradually turn light green, then yellow, and eventually die off. You may also notice slower growth, thinner stems, and smaller leaves. To fix nitrogen deficiency, add compost, aged manure, vermicompost, fish emulsion, or a nitrogen-rich fertilizer. Once the deficiency is corrected, new growth should emerge greener and more vigorous. Now let's look at a deficiency that often surprises gardeners. If you ever notice leaves developing a purple or reddish tint, especially underneath the leaf surface, phosphorus deficiency may be the reason. Here we can see a young tomato plant showing classic symptoms. Phosphorus plays a major role in energy transfer inside plants. It helps roots develop, supports flowering, and drives fruit production. Without enough phosphorus, plants struggle to grow efficiently. Growth becomes slow, roots remain weak, and leaves can develop unusual purple coloration. One interesting fact about phosphorus deficiency is that the nutrient may already exist in the soil. Cold temperatures can make phosphorus difficult for roots to absorb. That's why gardeners often notice this problem during cool weather or early spring. To correct phosphorus deficiency, use phosphorus-rich fertilizers such as bone meal or bloom fertilizers. Maintaining healthy soil temperatures also helps improve nutrient uptake. Next, let's examine a deficiency that creates what looks like leaf burn. At first glance, these brown leaf edges may look like sunburn or drought damage, but in many cases, they're actually a sign of potassium deficiency. Potassium is one of the most important nutrients for overall plant health. It regulates water movement, strengthens cell walls, improves disease resistance, and supports fruit development. When potassium levels drop, the first symptoms usually appear around the leaf margins. The edges begin turning yellow. Over time, they become brown, dry, and crispy. Notice how the center of the leaf often stays green, while the outer edge deteriorates. That's a classic potassium deficiency pattern. If ignored, plant growth weakens and fruit quality often suffers. To solve the problem, apply sulfate of potash or another potassium-rich fertilizer. Healthy potassium levels help plants stay resilient, productive, and stress-tolerant. Now let's move on to one of the most commonly misdiagnosed deficiencies. Many gardeners mistake iron deficiency for nitrogen deficiency because both involve yellow leaves. But there's one important difference. Look closely at this citrus leaf. The veins remain dark green while the tissue between them turns bright yellow. This pattern is called interveinal chlorosis. It's one of the most recognizable symptoms of iron deficiency. Iron is essential for chlorophyll production. Without enough iron, plants cannot maintain their rich green color. Unlike nitrogen deficiency, iron deficiency usually affects the newest leaves first. That's because iron doesn't move easily inside the plant. Interestingly, the problem is often not a lack of iron in the soil. The real issue is frequently soil pH. When soil becomes too alkaline, iron becomes unavailable to plant roots even when plenty is present. Applying chelated iron and maintaining a suitable soil pH usually resolves the problem. Once corrected, new leaves should emerge healthy and green. Next is another deficiency that looks similar but affects different leaves. At first glance, sulfur deficiency can look very similar to nitrogen deficiency. Both can cause leaves to become pale and yellow. However, there's a simple way to tell them apart. Look at where the symptoms appear. With sulfur deficiency, the newest leaves become pale first. The older leaves often remain greener. Sulfur plays a critical role in protein formation, enzyme activity, and healthy plant development. When sulfur becomes limited, plants lose vigor and growth slows considerably. Young leaves often appear light green or yellow and may look weak or underdeveloped. This deficiency is less common than nitrogen deficiency, but still occurs in many garden soils. Fortunately, it's usually easy to correct. Adding compost, organic fertilizers, gypsum, or sulfur-containing amendments can restore healthy growth. As sulfur levels improve, new foliage gradually returns to a deeper green color. Our final deficiency affects the newest growth in a very different way. Take a close look at these young leaves. Notice how they're twisted, curled, and distorted. This is one of the clearest signs of calcium deficiency. Calcium is essential for building strong cell walls and developing healthy new tissue. Unlike nitrogen, calcium cannot move easily through the plant. That means deficiencies appear first in the newest growth. Young leaves become misshapen. Growing tips may twist. In severe cases, the growing point can die completely. Many gardeners assume this means their soil lacks calcium, but that's not always true. Very often, inconsistent watering prevents calcium from reaching the growing tips where it's needed most. That's why calcium deficiency commonly appears during periods of irregular moisture. Improving watering consistency and providing calcium sources such as gypsum or agricultural lime can help restore healthy development. Strong, normal-looking new leaves are usually the first sign that recovery has begun. Let's quickly review the 6 warning signs every gardener should remember. Yellow lower leaves usually indicate nitrogen deficiency. Purple leaves often point to phosphorus deficiency. Brown burnt leaf edges suggest potassium deficiency. Yellowing between green veins is a classic sign of iron deficiency. Pale new growth often signals sulfur deficiency. And twisted or distorted young leaves frequently indicate calcium deficiency. Learning these 6 clues can help you diagnose plant problems early and prevent serious damage before it affects your harvest. Now you know how to read one of the most important signals your plants give you every day. The next time you see unusual colors, burnt edges, pale growth, or twisted leaves, you'll know exactly where to start looking. Save this video so you can use it as a quick reference whenever problems appear in your garden. And if you enjoy practical gardening tips like these, subscribe for more videos that help you grow healthier, more productive plants. Thanks for watching, and happy gardening!